I blame Emily. Emily, it's your fault.
She's not even here, I don't think.
I know it. But that's what it was. It's that last time we were live, I did that fish tank tour,
Yep.
and it still thinks I should be on that phone, and that phone is on its way to California, I'm thinking, but
Yeah, you had to select a new one
yeah.
or to
I
recognize.
just turned it off. I just turned it off and
Oh,
turned
you
my,
just turned it off. Okay.
let the USB camera come back in.
There you
Hmm.
go. Yeah.
Gotcha. Whatever works, huh?
Yep, it's working now. Hello, everybody.
What's up, Tim?
Start back up here at the top. It's been a while. I got to retrain myself. Got
Bat?
killing damn headache. What's up, Bat? Simon, Chris, Scotty's backyard. I was on Scotty. I haven't seen you in a while. He changed his logo too. It looks like
Yep. A couple of months ago, I think.
he did something. He was barbecuing for the retiring and barbecuing or something like that. God, got that figured out. What's up, Lep? I see Lep. Barbecue Mike, how you doing, buddy? Tim, by the time Lance gets his pants on. Pascagoula. All right, I think I'm caught up there, everybody. CR Fish, what's up, Cheryl? Yeah, I think we're caught up. I can see right now I'm going to have to change some of that stuff in the background. I just got it up there temporarily. There's so much reflection on it. He was retiring in March. Okay, I saw something on Facebook about a retirement.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. Just a little bit of glare up there, but yeah.
Yeah. It's that damn light. Those LEDs are so bright.
Hey, Matt Wood.
What's up, Terry? But anyhow, I think we're ready to go.
What's up,
Close
man?
settings. Terry was in his living room with his new tires and wheels last night. I was lurking on Tom and Grumpus. And my head is just throbbing its ass off.
Too much
So,
beer?
Russ, huh?
Too much beer or what?
No. I thought it was because I was hungry, but I had dinner. Had some chili and about 8 wings.
Trina made some chili last week. Boy, it was good.
Yep.
Yeah, this is pretty good. We stopped off. So yesterday was the day that we got to go to our county's landfill. And twice a year they allow you to dump like old gasoline, yard fertilizers, and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Well, that's what I did yesterday. And on the way up there, broke a damn brake line. I had to just about completely out of pedal. And I saw the Tractor Supply, pulled in there, took a whole quart of brake fluid to get me to the dump and then back home. But anywho, and then so hopefully I'll get it fixed tomorrow.
The rubber brake line.
No, the metal one in the frame, right underneath the driver's door. I can see somewhere in that vicinity because I can see where all the fluid's coming down off the frame under the driver's door.
Yeah, that things will rust sometimes from like the inside out. You get a lot of moisture in the brake fluid, if you don't change it.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm gonna hopefully my brother-in-law. Well, I know he'll be around tomorrow. We're just actually supposed to talk to him. I was texting him a little bit ago.
Yeah.
He's got to pull a transmission out of a car tomorrow, but we can get over. Of course, today and yesterday was in the 60s. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s, and then I think they're saying something about in the 20s tomorrow night. I said, Jesus, flip.
Changes in a hurry, don't it?
Yeah.
We were down in the low 30s last week. Now we're in t-shirt weather again now.
Yeah. The day I made chili, it was nice and cold, and then the next day it was like 80.
Yeah. Yeah, we have about 3 or 4 days of pretty cold, and then it It always warms back up down here. It don't last long.
I was in my brother-in-law's last weekend, him and my sister, and man, it got cold. I mean, it got cold, cold. I woke up Sunday. Woke up Tuesday morning. Snow on the ground, snow on the roads.
Uh,
But we were heading back. We started heading back Tuesday, but it saw a tractor trailer jackknifed and down over the hill. There he is. What's up, Keith? Elaw? So on the way back, it's like a little. Some of the roads that you have to travel aren't that big. Not like it's not like everything's a 2-lane, 4-lane highway. But look down over the hill, and there's a tractor trailer went down over the embankment and jackknifed. But that's the most traumatic thing I saw. But one time Keith was going down the road and he started sliding. See, tail end of the truck kick out on.
ice on the road.
Yeah, probably under the snow or something. He's got a big truck, but don't matter. He's got big old.
Feel good when you go into that fish tail.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I've done that down here one year. We had a bad winter storm come in with a lot of sleet, freezing rain, and all these interstates and all started freezing. And I hit a pocket of that ice, and I was fishtailing going 70. You know that? And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
it did not feel good.
What's up, FFL? So, what's up, Corey? Thump. So I remember being in a UPS truck. I'm sitting on a heating pad in the shed. I work in a laser, doing barrel staves this evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, they do some shit, man. My sister brought this big old box of like laser engraved Christmas tree ornaments. It has anything on there, and I guess it was Monday. Because one day we sat in, we had a blast. It was Saturday night. We shot pool for hours, and of course had our fair share of adult beverages. And Keith and I were on a winning streak. We were beating everybody, and I was trying to learn how to moonwalk. It was a good time. We had a great time. Then we went to Cinnamahoney Sportsman's Club. I've had that hat for a little while now, but they had their meat raffle, and I won a 10-pound box of bacon. So it was a good time. It was a good time. So the only thing bad about it was that it got cold. It got cold pretty quick.
Yeah.
And the wind like we have right now, I mean, I thought that was what it was. Didn't know internet when I couldn't get online because thought the wind blew something down or something. We don't have my cable is in the air. It's not a cable hookup, so it's shot with a satellite dish across the river. It's picked up from the tower and then sent to the houses. It's my understanding anyway, but I'm not a cable person. But we don't have like a fiber optic line or anything like that.
Well, you got a satellite dish.
Well, there's one for. So there's a satellite dish that picks up when it comes across the next county over,
Yeah.
and then it goes to a cable. So there is a cable.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a cable. It's off of like a big satellite dish or
You're right.
something.
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
On the staves, all kinds, probably more Christmas stuff. Hey Keith, was Chiefs up there with the food truck and those stuffed ham egg rolls? I forgot all about it. You said something, but I was already into stuff, trying to get stuff around here done. I got my wood splitter covered back up, got some things taken care of, got all my fish tanks done again. Been busy. So, Russ, thanks for hopping in here. You showed me a little bit of a picture about a project. So, at first, I thought it was something that you would square up projects on, is what you were talking about.
No, what I sent you was a table with the legs pointing up, sitting on some sawhorses. And after I got through sending you that, I ended up putting the other two legs, and I got them welded out around the leg, but I went ahead and put those. I had to use the square tubing for like gussets because I didn't have no plate still. It'd been a lot easier if I would have just had plate and cut out some triangles for gussets. It'd been a lot
Right.
less welding. So I ended up using that square tubing for the gussets, and then, man, just all kind of welding on things. So I've got everything finished except I got four gussets I got to finish welding out tomorrow. Then I can wipe it all down good, and I've got this paint. Uh, I don't have to. I don't really have to take it down to bare metal or anything. This is made by Eastwood. It's rust encapsulating or rust encapsulator plus matte black. That's what I'm gonna paint it with.
Okay.
It actually
I'll,
mixes with the rust. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of surface rust, and it'll kill it in its tracks. So
we
that's what I'm
were,
gonna. Uh,
you talked about that primer. I thought you'd finished talking. On the way to Pennsylvania, I had just watched a video, and I've never heard of it. And that's why I want to go. You've probably heard about it, Russ, but it's a welding primer. So this guy treated a surface with primer before he was welding up the truck frame. And it's supposedly, my sister was Googled it while we were driving down the road, but I figured it, I would thought that once you put that heat on there to do any welding, it would just cooked it off. But apparently it protects the surface and prevents it from rusting and stuff.
yeah, and that's all mine for. I won't be welding on this table. What I've got it for, I don't know if you knew what I told you today, a weld position or a turntable.
No.
Well, I'll show you here in just a second once I transfer these. Oh, I got to accept it. I hate
So,
that. I didn't used to have to do that. Now, if I airdrop, I have to remember to accept it. Okay. Uh,
what's up, Jesse? So Jesse's going to be on one of these posters I have behind me. They just saw the artwork for one of them fish posters.
Let me get my dog back in. I'll be right back.
All right, are you sending something for me to open up, Russ?
yeah, I was going
Oh,
to
there
show
it
you
is.
a
Yep,
better shot of this table. Can you
yep,
see it? Yeah,
yep.
that's what I had to make like gussets out of. And then I've got, since I took this picture today, I've got the other two legs on. I got all the gussets stacked on, but they're not welded out yet. Then I'll wipe all that down good with like some acetone, just clean any oils and stuff off of it. And then I'm gonna paint it. And then what I got it for, let me see if I can stop sharing that. Let me open another one.
Yeah,
Share
I'm sort of
screen.
curious about the machine. I was thinking it was something like squaring something up or something, but I
All
don't
right,
just a
can you see
welding.
this?
Um, oh, there it is.
All right, this is a well position or turntable, and you can lock pipe into the jaws of this, and it rotated. It's variable speed. You got a foot controller,
Okay. So you want to run a bead around something?
right? Uh, yeah, like if I want to weld out some pipe or whatever, it's called a weld positioner. We had them in the pipe shop at the naval shipyard that I retired from, but they were huge. They were floor models. I mean, like 5 foot wide, well, probably about 4.5 foot tall, 5 foot deep, huge. This sits on a table. It's for like a garage or a little shop. But I'm gonna put it on that table. The reason the legs are so short on that table, I've got four wheels that's going on them flanges on the legs, and they got little ratchets on it. You can let them, you can pull the wheels up, and then it sits on these stoppers to where it's hard mounted. And then
Oh,
if
is
you
that
want to
right?
roll it, reverse it and jack them up, then you can roll it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna put this well positioner on one end of it, lock it down where it sits down. Anytime I've got any kind of pipe or anything like that to do for my other channel, like welding videos or whatever. And what was I going to say about it though? It's only going to be 2 foot from the bottom of the wheels to the top of the table, because that machine I just showed you is another foot to the center of it where you put your pipe. So that's 3 foot. I want to be able to sit comfortably on my stool
Right.
and be right there in front of me. So that's the reason
Right.
I went that height. That's all I want to use it for. Now I've got enough room on this table. It's big enough. I thought about, I want to get, I'm either going to get a mini lathe, metal lathe, or a milling table, mini, the small ones. And I'll probably mount that on the other end of it or something. But I've been wanting to build that table for a while now. I was going to make it like a cooking table, make it taller, but our neighbors next door broke that piece of granite I had laid against the house. They didn't. Some kid come over there, and he went over there and pulled it away from the wall, like, messing with something that wasn't even his. Then he let it slam back, and it snapped right in half.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Tarina, boy, she was livid. That kid was
Still have
scared.
it?
He left here. I was all like, I'm gonna say, but
Does you still have it?
still got the granite, but it's in 2 halves. It's right down the center of it. It should boom
We used
boom.
to take when like granite tops would get broken with like a dining room table or something like that. We would
Yeah,
take the turn down face down, put something on it like a strap or something where you can pull it together, epoxy it,
yeah,
pull it together, and then take and run like a grinder with like a towel bit on it
yeah.
and cut grooves in the back of it to where it's going across the break, and then epoxy steel rods down into those grooves
I
and
got
let
you.
all that set up. That's
Yeah,
how we used to do it.
yeah. I'm not gonna worry with it. That's the reason I went ahead and chopped this one down. And I hadn't done nothing with it. When that broke, I was getting ready to get started on that, and then that broke. I'm like, well, hey, I don't need a table now. Until I got this machine. Now I'm like, I need a table. That way I can roll this thing out in the driveway or wherever I want it.
Right.
And so,
He's in Pascagoula, Mississippi. Uh, Bilal. He's pretty close to Louisiana, but not quite there.
well, I'm actually in Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm from
Oh,
Pascagoula. That's
oh,
where I was
okay.
born and raised. If you don't believe me, ask Chris. He'll tell you.
He's drinking. So, so the milling machine, is that just to where you can like make dowels with it,
Milling
or
machine, you can do all kind of stuff. The reason I got a block of aluminum I just bought. It's 2 inches thick by 4 inches wide by 8 inches long, and I want to build. They got a thing called a back purge fixture where you can actually hook argon in it, and then you got a row of holes coming through, and it blows upwards, like if you're welding like test plates or whatever. And like on stainless steel or anything, really, it'll shield the bottom of it. And you can take a milling table like that and you can cut a pocket in it, and then put you a tube through there, drill holes in it, have I know how I want to do it. They actually build them just like the way I want to do it. But a milling machine could do that. It can sit there and I don't know. It's a toss up, because if I had a lathe, I can actually take, if I could get one that went up to like maybe 3 inch, I could take any pipe size up to 3 inch, and I could actually cut the pipe, and completely true. Then I could actually do a bevel on it. Doing that stuff by hand, man.
yeah,
I mean, that's what we always did it working in the shipyard. We always had to cut them by hand using cutting blades, and we'd grind our own bevels on it. But hey, if I can do all that in my garage and get like perfectly trued up pipe with good looking bevels and all that, That's
Yeah.
where a lathe would come in handy for me, But I might end up getting both, but I'm gonna get one or the other first. Just a mini one, not the big ones. Them suckers are. I ain't got the room for a big one. First off, second off,
Right.
they cost too much.
Just tabletop version. So on
Yeah,
that,
the little Chinese versions, nothing fancy.
on the piece of equipment that turns a pipe for welding, is that like foot operated, or you just got to adjust the
Yeah,
speed?
you can do it with or without the foot. It's just got an on-off switch for the foot, but it's got a knob, and you can turn it at whatever speed you want. And matter of fact, I did a video here a couple weeks ago on a new weld machine, and I use it in that video. And I'm sitting there welding some stainless pipe, and you can see it turning as I'm walking that cup up the side of the pipe. You can see it turning. It worked great,
Is that
worked
right?
real good. Yeah. But
So
I paid for that. I've been wanting one for a couple of years, and finally I said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna buy it." That way I got it.
yeah, I saw you put out another cooking video. It's about the last one I saw. That's been a couple weeks
Yeah, I
ago.
had Vivor reached out to me, and they said that they were running a special in November. And last year I did it. I won a $500 bonus for sales from Vivor, and I didn't even know anything about it until she goes, "Hey, you sold over $8,000 worth of products for the month of November. You get a $500 bonus." I went, "Awesome!" So about 2 weeks later, they paid me. Well, she gave me a heads up this year and said that they were doing it again in the month of November, but she really kind of waited too late. I got all these products in like the last week of October. Yeah, man, I had to go bam, 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 bam. 4 videos for them, 2 on the cooking channel and 2 on my other channel. Plus, I had to do that welding machine video. Plus, I had to do my cooking video, my monthly cooking video.
Right.
The cooking channel. I did 6 videos in a week, man. I'm like, holy
Wow.
crap. Yes. I was glad when that was over. I said, never again. I ain't taking on that much at one time again, but I got it all done.
Was that about time when that what was that dehydrator? Is it the dehydrator or freeze dryer?
Now, you talking about recently?
No,
A
last
vacuum?
year when you
Oh.
sold all that. I know you were selling a bunch of those. Was that
Oh no, that was
freeze dryer or whatever?
yeah,
the
that
hell.
was freeze dryers. That was a different company. That was actually the year before last, and I
Okay.
just recently sold one of them just out of the blue after all this time because they quit selling. What it is, the video just quit getting views. It's got some age on it, and so I just quit getting any sales. But I got one here last month. I said I'll be darned, just out of the blue.
That's cool.
But no, last year it was just strictly videos I had done for Vivor that were people were buying this stuff, and I didn't know that they were running a promotional thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it this year though. We're too late in the month. I mean, I'll get paid for any sales, but I don't think I'm gonna get the bonus. No
I
biggie.
see. I guess Port Road's back in the picture again. Looks like they're starting back up again.
Oh, are they? I hadn't heard nothing
Yeah.
from them.
I got an email saying where they're changing the percentages on um, the affiliates.
Yeah.
I just wrote them off because they totally went under. They closed it up. They weren't doing nothing. And there's like $27 they probably owed me for over a year now. And I said, well, I ain't gonna worry about that anyway. But I just got notification where they're back in with the affiliate.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
they
hadn't heard nothing from them. If they reached out, I don't know if I would take it or not because, I've limited myself to just pits and spits, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that beyond the first of the year or not. I still feel like I owe them more on that offset. I've only had it a little over a year. They keep paying me to do it. So, matter of fact, right behind here, I sit here so I didn't forget it. That came in yesterday. It's and spits.
Is that right?
Yeah, every month. Kind of hard to turn it down.
Yeah, hell yeah. They keep sending you money.
Yeah, it ain't much
So,
money, but hey, it's you know,
I would love that problem though.
yeah. At least it's something. Most of these people just want to give you something for a video, you know.
yeah. Man, there ain't nobody here tonight.
Mm-mm.
Got 4 people in here.
What
I
happened with
mean,
me? War.
4.
they seen me and they bailed out.
There's 3. There's 3 of us. There's only one other person in there.
Fish
Wow.
family. Chris.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Normally
Crazy.
you get at least 5. No, I'm just picking.
Doing good. We were running 27, 30, 20.
Yeah,
But
usually
Roadhog,
20 and over for sure. You know, maybe
right?
they just ain't got in here yet. That or
Right.
football might be.
Oh, this is true. Just jumped
Yeah.
up a couple. That's crazy. That's because I was out last week. Was I out the week before that too? No, just last week. So it got really cold. They were talking about snow flurries and everything. I was like, man, I'm not. Then I broke my phone. I said, I'm just not in the mood for it. Not in the mood for it. Keith had company up there, and then Saturday night we didn't act our age, run around all them bars and doing to that meat that what's up, Jose? That meat raffle. That was pretty cool. You can spend some money there though. Man, you can
I
spend some
bet.
money. So I got home and I finally I got my phone, got a new phone upgraded, and they had the salesperson in there. When he came home, they send you home with your old phone and your new phone, and you're supposed to make sure all your information from your old phone transfer it over. Well, when I got home, I couldn't get into my old phone. It needed a PIN number, which I'd never have ever used.
Yeah.
Bacon, yeah, we want some bacon. And then the new phone did a security update and it closed me out of the phone.
Huh.
So I'm like, what in the hell? I couldn't get on the phone. It was the second day I went back up there. It was like trying to get it taken care of. And the salesperson wasn't there. It was his day off or something. But so before I left there, he handed me a piece of paper where he had changed one of my passwords to my Google Gmail account. Yeah. So I didn't know one right wrong. You know, I thought this was a temporary thing, whatever. But then I'm locked out of both my cell phones. So I start making phone calls, and ended up calling the corporate office, and she looked into things, and she had to send off an email to Google to reset my account, and that she said he's not supposed to be doing. So before all that, I went back up to the store, and they said, you know, he's not allowed to be doing all that stuff.
That's
Something's
what I was thinking. You know, I mean, is it a Google phone or something?
no, well, I guess it's Google service. What's up, Jody? So,
I mean, he
so the
should never.
manager, what's up,
Go
Des?
ahead.
So the store manager said he's not supposed to be doing it. He called the guy, and the guy wouldn't answer the phone.
Ah,
So I got a hold of Samsung, and I was seeing if there was another way, like a walk around, to unlock this phone. And they said no, not without completely setting it back to factory settings, both of them.
Mhm.
You know, the old and the new. And I said, well, I don't want to do that. I don't know what. I said, I got pictures on there, my grandbaby. I got pictures on there, sonogram pictures from my new grandchild coming next month. I can't lose those pictures, you know.
yeah.
So I called the headquarters in New York to find out about it and talk about it. She says, no, he's not supposed to be changing passwords on anything. So she sent off email to Google to have my account reset, and we got ready to get off the computer. She says, you know, it would be my suggestion you go to the state or the county police and file a police report for what she called it. No, I can't remember what she called it now. It was basically fraudulent activity. is what she
Yeah.
said. Fraudulent activity
Against the guy that done it.
against that guy. She said, it's our employee, but I would go to the police department and I would set out a report for
Well,
fraudulent activity.
they need to investigate that since he's an employee and fire his ass.
Well,
You know.
they're going to. What's up, Lori? Did you get that carving, Lori? I see it sold.
He probably got fired or about to get
Well,
fired.
Well, I don't know that he got
probably
fired. I don't
so.
know that he got fired or not. So I went back up there a third day, and there was a new store manager. And this little girl, I mean, to tell you, she should be running Verizon. She was right on the ball. She took my phone and she manually went in there and transferred everything. Got me all going up. What's up, Skipper? Got everything going and transferred to where where it was supposed to have been manually. There were still a few contacts that weren't in there. I had to set yesterday and go through the phone and get all that stuff set up and changed around.
Yeah.
No, it was gone when I messaged him. Okay. I sent them a message too. I said, there's a young lady going to message you about that carving. I said, she raises them things. I said, sure, it'd be nice if she got that. So I just thrown in that little word of a acknowledgement about you. But I woke up this morning, I checked on it, and it was sold. I was curious if you had gotten it, but it's a Stingray. What's that?
Here's your crowd. You're back at 14.
Yeah. What's up, Beto?
Well, they got
Road
you
mark.
squared away anyway, though, huh?
Yeah, well, I called the police barracks, and so get this. So they said, were you there when he changed the passwords? I said, well, I was there, but I didn't know he had changed my password until after he handed me the piece of paper showing me the change in the password. She says, well, we can't do nothing. You were there. You were there when he did it. I said, wait a minute. I said, I don't work for Verizon. I didn't know if this was just something after he handed me the piece of paper, the change number on there, that I didn't know if it was a temporary thing or what.
Yeah.
And I said, and furthermore, I said, the headquarters is advising me to get a police report. And just got company 6 hours. So I said, she apparently sees something on her end, or maybe she knows this employee. Maybe he's like going back into his old tricks or old habits or something. She's the one advising me to do it. She says, but you were there. You don't know that. I said, well, you don't know that she doesn't see something. I start getting shitty with her. I said, you're
typical police, man. They don't want to do nothing. You know?
I said, you're acting like you know what she saw.
Yeah.
I'm assuming if she's giving me instructions to do so, then I'm saying she sees something, she knows something. Well, you don't know that. I said, well, you don't know that she didn't. So she put her supervisor on the phone, and her supervisor got on the phone. What's up, Randy? Her supervisor got on the phone. I went through everything with the supervisor. So about then, my wife had walked in here and she froze our accounts, my debit card and stuff like that. She had froze them. And as soon as the captain or the supervisor in charge of the local county police had suggested that, my wife walked in and said that she had done that. So I said, well, okay. What's up, Rack? So that's made me feel better anyway. Everything was frozen, but
Yeah. Wow.
So anyhow, I went on there the third day, and this little girl Sabrina, I still got to leave her. What do you call that thing when you follow up with it? Leave them
report.
What?
A report?
No, a recommendation or give them kudos. We call it.
Yeah.
But so I got to do that. Yeah, but she took charge of everything. She couldn't believe that guy did that. She says, he knows he's not supposed to be doing that. Verizon makes it perfectly clear that you're not supposed to go in there and change anybody's.
No, that's personal, because you're the one that's got to pick the password that nobody else should know.
Right.
Well, she said changing it to what he wants.
Right. She said, did you ever have to put a password? I said, I've never had to put a pin phone in my old phone, not even once. Well, how did you get in there? I said, tap, tap, swipe. What? Yep, tap, tap, swipe, and it unlocks the phone. I've never used a PIN number. He put a PIN number in there that I was all the way down to 2 attempts. After I exhausted the last 2 attempts out of 15, it would have just poof.
It locked your phone. Yep.
And it's just like the password. The password he changed is the same damn thing. I was down to 4 attempts on that. I said, I'm walking away from it. But she got me straightened out, and I was so grateful. So grateful. We got all these fish people going in here. Jody, you got Addison over there on the shelf, but I got to rearrange that. I got all new supports coming in. Got new posters coming in. What's up, Sonny G? Jody's also going to be a poster now. So I have her beside her daughter, but I got to do something because there's so much glare on them posters right now. And I'm not finished with it. I'm going to drop the shelf down a little bit, I think, but I didn't want to get too close to that tank in case I ever had to rescape the inside, pull big pieces of wood out of it or something. But I'm going to do something about that glare because I can see it right here. It's got terrible glare on it. And I might just end up hanging the pictures off the wall by themselves, but we'll see.
You build that shelf for them?
That's one of the shelves that I used to build years and years ago. That thing's probably every bit of 25 years old, I guess, about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I had it up on a wood rack over here, and I pulled it down and wiped some orange glow across it to clean it, get dust off of it. Hung it up.
You still make that stuff?
Not anymore, not for a while. I haven't done that stuff for a long time. I've got all my woodwork. All I got left is the bandsaw. I got rid of everything. That piece of shit ex-son-in-law got all that. Then he sold it off. But that's all right. It's another chapter I closed the book on. But Simon, check your phone. Des sent you a message. What's up, Miss Des? So she had a party. Quint was texting me. Was it yesterday or day before? Yesterday.
Quint?
Yeah.
I ain't heard from him in a long time. He used to text me every now and then.
Yeah, it was his birthday yesterday. Yesterday? Or today? Today, because it was midnight Saturday would have been his birthday, he said.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
How old is he now?
He didn't say. Yesterday, Des says. We chatted back and forth for a little bit. He's been getting on that health kick. 15th was his birthday. Okay. 60.
Okay.
But
I'll be 57 in about 2 weeks. These years
do
are
what?
flying by, ain't they?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Russ. I got my first Social Security check last month.
Did you?
Yeah. I tell you what happened to me when I went up there. So I scheduled the appointment, but you said something about, you need to schedule an appointment ahead of time. So I made the appointment, and it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months in advance. So when I got up there, and I wasn't supposed to, I think, December, next month. And so when I, to get all that, the payment started for February, and without paying any penalties, she said something about, well, did you want to go ahead and start your payments now? And I'm like, well, I don't want to, lose out on anything. So that's the whole reason why I waited, because I didn't want to lose out $100, $200 a month.
Yeah.
Just now, since you made the appointment back in July, we can make this retroactive, and it only cost you $15 a month out of your Social Security, but we'll give you a check for $4,770. I said, what? and
2 months.
we'll put the check in your bank today.
Yeah.
Like, really? I said, yes, sir.
No, I didn't have to go talk to nobody. The way I did it, I did it online. And when I got through with all that, they said someone would be calling me within 2 weeks. And I talked to a guy over the phone. He was in Tampa,
Yeah.
Florida, and he went over all my information, made sure it was correct, and told me how much I'd be getting and how much went towards Medicare, and that was it. And the checks started coming in. I think I did that in February. I think March was my first check of this year. They've been coming in like clockwork.
Yeah, and I get my second one in 3 days.
Mine,
19th.
mine comes in on the second Wednesday of every month, but it's really here 3 or 4 or 5 days before that.
Well, if the truth would be known, it's a direct deposit. I don't mess with any of that stuff.
Yeah,
But
mine
the
is.
truth, but
Yeah,
the
it's all
truth be known, my wife's probably has it weeks before she gives me my allowance. I don't get my allowance. I don't get my monthly allowance from her until the 19th.
Well, it's kind of strange. It's unlike anything else that I get direct deposit on. Even YouTube money on the 21st of every month, as long as it don't fall on a weekend, I'll get an email that says we made a deposit into your account, and then it takes about 2 to 3 hours sometime. Then I'll check my account. Bam, there it is, same day. And
Yep.
other things they won't roll in until midnight that night. But with
Right.
Social Security, Thursday of that week, let's say, I guess that would have been probably on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. No, it was earlier than that. It was like the 5th day of the month.
Right.
It was already showing where it was going to go into my bank on that Thursday. Well, I said, well, I guess it goes through at midnight into Friday. It didn't. I said, okay, well, it'll probably go in Sunday night, and it did.
Right.
It's like the bank knows not to put it in there too quick because it's supposed to be paid on the second Wednesday of every month, whatever day that falls on. And but it's usually always 3 or 4 days early, when I actually get it. So, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
rather
nice.
be early than late.
It gives you a little bit of comforting. You
Yeah.
hate that I'm getting a Social Security check. Come on.
I
Social Security.
I don't know why I had that camera knocked off. I guess I hit it. But anyway,
Thought you were eating.
I was eating some olives, but what was I going to say? Oh, I was a little concerned when they had that shutdown if that was going to affect it. And I looked into it and Googled it, and I said, nah, it won't affect Social Security. On it. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
It didn't affect me none. It affected the military, I think, their pay, and affected a lot of things, really. But
Yep.
I'm seeing a similarity here. 3 white beards.
What?
yeah,
I
the
say
old
I'm
man.
seeing a similarity here. The 3 white beards. White beards. White beards only. Simon's a young buck. What's up, Dutch? Listening while working on the trailer.
What's up, Kent?
What are you doing to the trailer this time? I see he won the American Royal. He was up there cooking. He got 13th out of 230 entries.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
it is. It's the odd man out. No glasses. Yeah. Where's your glasses, Simon?
Let me grab another beer.
Yeah, there. Oh, I thought you were going to put 2 shot glasses up here or something.
Oh, sorry. I can't see anything with his glasses on though.
Yeah. So, Jody, how you feeling now? You feeling any better? She's been sick for over a week, I think. Over a week at least. Replacing the water tanks. Oh, and the sinks. New water heater and pump. Oh, like a holding tank? An issue. Tires being shut down.
Yeah, concession type thing. I think they got to have fresh water, then they got to have a tank for gray water. They got to have 3 sinks. I forget what the stipulations were.
3
I looked
sinks.
into that one time. Yeah,
Good
like
God.
boom, boom, boom. I forget why. I bought a concession trailer one time, and I was on start going to these events and cooking and everything, and I looked into that, and they sent me all this information on how to be legal. That was for Mississippi anyway. But
Yeah.
that trailer had to have 3 sinks. I forget why. One was for obviously washing dishes. I don't remember, but it had to have a potable water, like you take with you. Then you had to have a drainage, gray water, unless
She's
you had a
still,
place to tie into.
she is still down. Good God, Jody. I would assume you've been to the doctor by now.
Oh, I had a bad stomach virus last week. God, it's just been one thing after another.
Stephen P. How you doing, my friend? I think I said hello to Beto, and I think I got Sonny too. Did you hear my new cell phone?
Yeah.
My message thing.
Is that taking off?
It's a cuckoo clock. Oh, yep, 3 sinks. Dutch just sent me a picture. Wash, rinse, sanitize.
What is it? Wash,
Wash,
rinse,
rinse,
sanitize.
sanitize.
Okay.
He actually has 4. Cuckoo. He actually has 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is his hand sink.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get that in there or not. There's 3 bowls right there in the stainless steel,
Yep.
and all the way
Yeah.
in the corner is for his hands.
Okay.
I went to Doc last Wednesday. So I just got my husband's man cold. I just got my husband Sean's cold. I gotta I want to get Pseudomagills, Jody. I've sort of placed an order already, but I put it in the cart. I just soon I'm gonna meet Chris tomorrow. Chris Junkin. He's gonna be up here in Maryland, same or next county over, and we're gonna get together and go out to lunch, or actually probably be dinner because he's getting here in the evening time. Go get a burger and a beer, and he just said early evening that he'll call me later on. But meet him and Karen again, and let's catch up with the chat. He's got some fish tanks that he's bringing up. I don't know how many are. I think they're like 10s, 20s, and a 29 gallon. But I'm gonna take them off his hands and meet up. I'm gonna give him some cash too, Jody. I think he's gonna place an order for them Pseudomagills for me. But we will see. Nothing as good as old manly cold. I stopped trying, I guess, is what it was, Tim. So good to see Chris again. He's going to be at the I don't understand. I wish I could do more, Jody, and I will. But right now, I got to get more tanks set up, to be honest with you. So I hope it's all right if I just give him the cash, because I'd rather not. If I have cash, why put it on a credit card? The way I've always thought. But
Yep. I tend to do cash. This is my bills, like my
yeah, I could even mail it to them. But I just figured if I was seeing Chris, I could give it to him. He said he could do it, but if not, I'll just put it on a debit card. The other thing is the more stuff I don't put on my debit card or credit cards, the more things my wife don't see. So
Yeah. So, we'll buy a gift card and use that.
yeah, I was just gonna say I could send her a money order, or a gift card, or something like that. But I'm gonna get those.
Buy a MasterCard gift card, put the money on it, and then pay them with that.
I got to get
mail
a
it to
couple of
him?
my.
Mail it to him,
No, if you're gonna meet up with them,
right?
if you can pay with a card, and pay with a gift card.
Okay.
That's how
Get
we
you
pay
taken
for
care of
it.
that. I'm getting some blue-eyed red neon rainbow fish. I guess the technical name to them is pseudomagulls. I'm gonna get a label maker, and I'm gonna start putting labels on my tanks, labeling the fish in there, so I can memorize the damn names, all these technical names. At one time, I said, it's a damn guppy, but that just don't work. It just don't work that way. So, Lance, if your wife gets upset about what you spend, just get her a
Just get her.
kitten. Yeah, she don't need no kittens. She don't need no. As long as she don't get up, she don't get upset. I got to just watch her shake her head.
Yeah, I'm always getting boxes in from Amazon, stuff I order, and Trina's like, "What'd you get this time?"
Yeah. Well, right. That's what I'm just trying to avoid. But see,
Yeah.
I had to unpack and assemble. Not I. Well, she assembled it, but I had to bring in the shipment today from Amazon, and it's heated outdoor cat houses. These things have got awnings over the doors. They got a little porthole windows, and they got a
Really?
heating pad inside of them. One of them has got a camouflage canvas on the outside. I was like, man, if I could be a cat, I want to be her cat.
I didn't know they made such a thing.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't. I don't need to tell Tarina because she's got two outdoor cats that they go
yeah,
into the garage like when it's raining or cold.
yeah.
And if it gets real cold, we'll put a heater on out there, and
She's
lay a
got that.
blanket on it. Great.
She's got this thing called uh, kitty tubes. It's like a black tube, and it has vent holes. You can slide turn the top around, and it closes the side vents. But then it's got 2-inch foam that goes all the way around the perimeter of the wall on the bottom, and then one sits on top where the lid sits on it, where you can turn it.
Yeah.
Another piece of foam sits on top of that, so it's completely insulated. I said, man, these cats have got it made. One of these cat outdoor things she has, it has a you're welcome, Tim. It has a back door and front door entrance to it.
Huh.
And they're both covered. It's like they got roof awnings on them, or porch roofs on them. Oh my God. So she says anything about these little fish that I got, I'll remind her about the heated cat house that she just got. So, but we're beyond that. I just don't need the head shakes. If 5-star dinner equals a sheer volume, I'll throw up. What? Yeah.
So are you done with all your trips up to Philadelphia, or you got some more planned?
No, I think that's probably it. Keith winterized the house, drained the water pipes. He's got a heat running inside of it, but he's still, it's an old 1920s home. So he still drains just for peace of mind.
Right.
He'll drain everything down. They've emptied everything. I mean, they've emptied like the dry goods out of the cabinets and pantries. Take out the refrigerator and freezer stuff, unless it's like a bottle of ketchup, that kind of stuff. But
Right.
in case there's power loss or something, something goes bad and it refreezes and you don't know about it until you go to slice the package open,
Yeah.
But they took all that stuff.
Or if refrigerator went out, everything would rot and start stinking. So
Right.
yeah, so I
So
got
they
chicken.
got all that stuff. Oh, I see what happened. I thought he was saying because Stevie was saying, "Oh, they make those," and she wants something for an outdoor cat, like a heated cat house. But I catch on it. Some alley cats. They have extension cords to plug in. Yeah, she's got. My wife is. I think she's got a cat problem.
You think?
Well, I know Torina does. Holy smokes, man. We used to have probably 8 of them outside and 8 of them inside. Now we're down to 2 outside and 4 inside.
I was going to say I saw Twizzlers
Yeah.
on Facebook. Tim, I was reading Tim's comment as I was reading another one. Come on, man. So I'm at the cabin. We got plenty of snow today. Yeah, but if he don't, uh, he has to. If it wasn't 5 hours away, it'd be one thing, but that'd be a long drive just to catch up to see, make sure to check on things. Yeah, that's what she says too. She plays doctor, Jody. I've watched her feed these things with syringes, little bottles.
Yep.
She's just she she's got a cat problem.
Chris talking about nibbling on my toes. That ain't what they do with me. They'll see them feet moving under the covers and they'll take and
Yeah,
dig them nails into your foot. Ow! You come up out of there. Ooh, that hurts.
Jody, my wife buys 4 rotisserie chickens every Sunday. If she can't get the rotisserie chickens, then she's cooking chicken breast, chicken parts, and she'll pick all them chickens, and it gets mixed in with the cat foods. These cats get cooked human chicken chunks with their cat food or side beside their cat food.
Wow. No,
I'm
Torrena
telling you.
don't do that. She buys them that fancy cat food, and
Yeah, she
I have
gets
to feed
that.
them in the morning, Monday through Friday. I get up in the mornings, I'll feed the indoor cats, and I go out. I give the indoor cats wet food, and then I have to give the outdoor cats dry food, and then at night she'll feed the cats inside and outside, but she gives the outside cats wet food at night. She's got it down, however, but she's never mixed human. Now, every now and then, she'll take turkey, sliced turkey meat, like sandwich lunch meat, turkey, and they
Yeah,
love that stuff. She'll give them that sometime, and she'll give
yeah.
them treats and stuff like that.
Well, that is one thing she'll do. Is like if we have something that's in the freezer, it didn't get cooked in time, and it went bad.
Yeah,
We'll cook that up, and they'll cut it up and get fed to the cats. But before we used to have a mom and pop grocery store around here up to about a couple years ago, and she was on a weekly order of chicken necks. She got a big box of chicken necks would come in, and she would feed these cats chicken necks.
huh?
And but the mom and pop place closed up, so she lost her contact. But it was like a 10-pound, 15-pound box
Yeah,
of chicken necks.
30-pound cat. My goodness, that's a big one. That's like
Yeah,
a bobcat or something, wildcat.
chicken broth.
One of
But
our outdoor cats, he's black with white boots. His name is Swoosh. We call him Swoosh. Pretty cat, beautiful. And he was wandered up one day. He's been fixed too, and he come up and never left. We've had him now for probably 5 years, and it's just him and a fixed female out there that we've had for I know 12 years. And but I was going to say how big he is. He's probably 20 pounds. He's no 30 pounds, but he's a pretty good sized cat. Big old
right,
fluffy thing.
yeah, I had Barry one of them
Yeah,
last week,
he's
week
pretty
before last.
smart too, real smart.
She's definitely loves him, and I knew she loved him, but I had no idea. I remember when when we first started dating back in 1977, 78. She had a Persian cat, and that cat went everywhere she went inside that house. Cuckoo.
Sorry.
I saw that thing on there, and I said, man, I got to get.
He's all muscles too.
Oh, definitely, Simon.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I think so. I got one now. I got to get caught up on. I'm going to
That's
lose
one
my
thing
ass.
good about having. I'm sorry. I was going to say one thing good about indoor cats. You don't see roaches and you don't see any kind of pest.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
Taco keeps bringing me those big old roaches. I guess they're roaches. They're about that big from outside.
All
Yeah,
right.
them big cockroaches, tree
Yeah.
roaches.
But I don't know why he brings them in here and messes with them and then turns them all apart.
Those aren't too bad. Them little German roaches, man, you don't want to get them in your house. They'll breed. Oh my God, they're hard to get rid of.
There's like a water source or something in the back. That's where you get them from, I think.
You ever
Yeah.
seen them big black bugs? Got the huge pinchers on the front of them?
Got huge what?
Pinchers? Yeah. Pinchers on them. Whenever I have firewood, if I have like rounds stacked up on the ground before I get them split, it never fails. No matter where them logs are sitting, them big ass black bugs with those pinchers on their front of their heads is underneath some of them logs.
Like a beetle? Or
It's like how do they find it?
it's like a beetle?
I'm not quite sure what
It
you're talking
is.
about. It might be a beetle. Yeah.
They're about 1.5 to 2 inches long.
Oh, you're
Got
talking about a
big old
crawfish.
Got big old got big old black pinchers on them.
No,
What's
I
up,
don't know.
Tony?
Hey, Tony.
I like to know what those things are, and I can make me look it.
I had some wood delivered here way back when I first got that Lone Star Grills offset. It was a local company, and they brought it to me, and they actually stacked it up. One half was hickory, one half was pecan, and there was one or two of them was kind of hollow in the middle, and man, it was slap full of these carpenter ants, big old carpenter ants. I was worried about them like taking over or whatever. They never did. I actually burnt the ones I found that they had tunneled through or whatever. That's some
Yeah.
of the first ones I burnt to get them out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, carpenter.
I have my old smoky, and that's what I usually do. If I find anything that has like bugs in it,
Yeah,
burn them up,
throw
throw
it
them in
in
there.
fire quick. Yeah.
Trying to find a picture. There it is. This don't even look right.
I think we're supposed to get cold again somewhere around Thanksgiving. I was watching the
think-
weather earlier.
Make you feel like Thanksgiving finally.
Yeah. That's what
This
I
is-
hate. When you have a hot Thanksgiving and a hot Christmas, it just don't feel like holidays. Oh, that thing? Yeah, it's like a beetle. Man.
Yeah, that's not exactly the what I want, but that's pretty daggone close.
Yeah. Huh.
Some sort of beetle.
Yeah, it's like, man, I want to get my finger down there. I imagine you feel it.
Yeah, it looks like it, like little needles.
Did I see you put, so CV is, yeah, you already, never mind.
Yeah,
Of
8
course.
o'clock my time, so 9 o'clock your time.
Yeah, Tim he already posted the menu.
Yeah.
Remember that? I sent you a picture here. It's been months ago, but it was some sort of fish tank that the cat could stick his head up in there and
Yeah,
look around. I don't know
yeah.
if that was real or not. It could have been AI. I don't know, but
No,
it was pretty
I
cool
have
looking.
seen
but
those.
yeah, I think they could be made that way.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
have one thing you can put in there, and it's like more or less exactly what you're talking about, where you set it inside a tank, and the fish can actually swim above the water inside of this thing and swim around and go back down and come back up, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But
I saw one they bridged two tanks together with a square.
yep, I've seen them too.
And
I
they just
saw lately on Facebook like a VW bus. What's up, Christine? Or it's VW bus that's a fish tank.
yeah, Fluffy has that one.
It's a coffee table. Who?
Hold on.
Christine's had her snow already too.
I wonder if we're gonna get snow again this year. Boy, that was a freak thing that happened down here last year. Remember that? We got God, how much snow we got? We got like 10 or 11 inches right here. Like, holy crap, that has never happened before. That jet stream dipped way down.
We'll be 31 tomorrow night.
Where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
30
we're
52 for a high.
it'd be good to. We'll probably get down to 60s here, if even that.
Then
And
next
so,
Friday we're 62, 68, 62.
wow, warm and trim.
Yeah.
It's 68 right now. Uh, let's see. In the morning, they're down to 58 tonight. Then this mid to upper 60s through the rest of the week. Then next week it's going to go back down to the 40s next Sunday and Monday. When is Thanksgiving? What day?
27th, I believe.
27th?
27th? Yeah, 27th.
Okay.
A week from this Thursday.
Not this week, but the following week. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
We got to go to my youngest son's house. He's been doing Thanksgiving every year ever since he bought that house. Every year we all meet up there.
Chad, is he deep fries them too, doesn't he? Is he the one deep
Last
fries?
year he smoked one. I told him to get that brine from PS Seasoning, that Tipsy Tom. He ordered that, and it was good. He did it on that LSG pellet smoker.
Okay.
Did a good job with it. I gave him that vacuum sealer, by the way, that new one from Vivor.
Did you really?
Yeah, I didn't want it. They wanted me to do a video on it. I could care less because I already got one. Derek got the last one. I said, all right, I'll do it, and my other son don't have one, so I gave it to him. As soon as I shot that video, I said, come get this thing.
Yeah.
So this
He
is
did
a
like
thing
it.
that Gabriel Iglesias had made.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Fluffy. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one I'm thinking of is it's actual. So the body's actual glass too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. When you said Fluffy, I didn't even put two and two together. So the comedian, Jody just saw him too. Jody, you still here? Her and Sean, her husband, went and saw him about maybe a month ago.
78 degrees. Precipitation 0. Humidity 88. Wind 6 miles per hour. It's warm down there, Stephen. It ain't hot. It's pleasant, I guess.
What is she saying that for? For that fish tank? I forgot to ask Jody how that show was that they went and saw, and I just thought about it when you showed me that. I didn't even dawn on me about putting two and two together as far as Fluffy. When you said Fluffy, I thought it was one of your friends you called Fluffy.
Oh, check this one out. Hold on, let me get back to the beginning.
You been working any, Lance? Side jobs?
I haven't had any for a little while. Actually, I went by Yeah, that's the one I've seen. There's a couple of them, different cars. Yeah,
That's
those.
cool.
Yeah, there it is. That's the one I saw. I think those are cool as shit. They have other things too, other than that VW bus, but
Yeah, Danny. Yep.
that's pretty cool. But so I have and I haven't, Russ. I haven't. I went by there yesterday because I'm getting ready to start that rust repairs, hopefully very soon on my truck. And before I took the bed of the truck and all that off there, I wanted to make sure he wasn't going to need me to pull any trailer. If it being this is the Amish wedding season, so
Yeah.
pretty much every Wednesday and Thursday for over a month now, there'll be weddings every Wednesday, every Thursday. And with it being closer to the holidays, how many people are going to want you to come in here and rip their kitchen out of their house, during the holidays? So
Or
he
Chad
said
gets
no.
all it is.
Yeah, he
You
said
know.
no. This would be a perfect time to take the bed of the truck off.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Well, you got some rust to repair.
I do, man. I wish you were my neighbor. So I have there's a cross member on the frame of the truck. So I went to go get where did I go? I went and got something for the truck the other day, and I noticed my tailpipe was pointing down. I said, "Man, why is that doing that?" I thought maybe it just came loose. So I got into the truck, and the tailpipe broke loose from the muffler, out of the muffler. But while I was down there, there's a cross member on the frame, and I can see all the way through that damn thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We
So they have actually Amazon of all places sells cross members a 3-piece kit. You don't have to get all three of them, but they do sell a 3-piece kit for $300 some, where you
Yeah.
just take a grinder and you cut the old tube out of the frame, knock it out, and the new cross member actually has like an angle where it sets on top of the frame, and you weld that in with like butt plates on both sides of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this shit is just over my damn head. But I paid all that money for that damn welder sitting there, and I need to use it. But
Yeah. I when we were up in Illinois, Derek bought a little, I think it was what was it? It wasn't a Nissan, it was a Mitsubishi truck, I think, a little red truck.
yeah,
And we were getting ready to come home. I had a U-Haul I rented. We had everything loaded up. And he was parked right there in the front of the house, and we're sitting there on the porch. I'm sitting there looking at that truck. I said, "You ever notice that truck?" I said, "Your bed is leaning down, and your cab is kind of leaning like it's sagging in the middle like that." He goes, "Yeah, it is, ain't it?" So we went up under and looked up under the frames, and man, they were just eight slap out in this area on both sides. The top of it was still good. It was really the only thing holding it on there. I went, oh crap! And
right.
here we are getting ready to leave, like that Monday. So we went to the hardware store, and I bought some heavy chain and some turnbuckles, and got up under there and found a good anchor point here and here on both sides, and pulled that just as tight as I could just to hold it, because the top of them frames are still good. I said, we're going to have to do the speed limit all the way home, and you're not putting no weight in the back. Everything's going on the U-Haul. And we did. We got the U-Haul and got that truck and everything home safe and sound. As soon as we got it home, we took the bed off of it. I went and rented a little gasoline weld machine, and I completely cut out all that bad stuff and went back with new steel and everything. We spent a whole weekend doing that.
Yeah.
And
What's up,
anyway,
David?
put some undercoat on it and everything, and he ended up selling that truck. But it was sitting up like it should when we got
Yeah.
done with it.
I used to have a Mitsubishi. It was a Mitsubishi Mighty Max,
Yeah.
little pickup truck. It was
I
a good
want to
little
say
truck.
that's what it was, but I'm not 100% positive. That was
It was
2006 after Katrina.
it was a manual shift. It was a
But
nice little truck.
we wasn't used to looking at cars real hard up there because we don't deal with snow and salt and all that down here normally.
Right.
But yep. So anyway,
What's up, David? So I was telling you about the snow that we got last Sunday before we left my brother-in-law and sisters, and this is where it actually came from. Elfish, he lives right by Lake Erie, and they said it was a lake. It was was it a lake snow effect or something like that. And from what I understand, it came off that lake that he lives by.
Okay.
You
That's
got
kind of
something.
what we had, even though it was the Gulf of Mexico. All that snow we got earlier in the year, that was a lake effect thing, they said. But it was over salt water instead of up off the Great Lakes. It's strange.
Right.
It's something that ain't really supposed to happen, but it did.
No, we didn't, David. You got more than we did. That's what I was asking you. I knew you had to have gotten snow, and I was lake effect. That's it, Chris. Thanks for your education. But I knew that you had to have gotten some snow, but thanks, David, for rubbing it in. Um, but you got more than we did. But it was cold, man. It was. I think it snowed a little bit the night before and thawed and froze, and
Yeah.
but it dropped farther inland.
Yeah, when it snows here, but it shuts down. Everybody just stays home because we're not geared for it. There is
Yeah,
no snow plows. There is no salt. There's now when bridges freeze over, that happens every now and then. They actually put dirt on the bridges to get people traction to get over it, and then they'll come and clean it
Here,
all off.
here they use crushed limestone on the highway.
well, I was just getting ready to say they used a damn it
The Gulf of America.
um, millings, some type of ground millings that was on the road. See, up here in Maryland, they use a damn brine. That stuff, it just eats your vehicles alive. It's a salt. They'll pre-treat the roads before when they think there's going to snow. They'll put this brine down on the road. You'll fall behind like a big old tanker truck. He's got these spray nozzles on the back of his truck, and you'll see the path going down the road. And you know that it's there. But so when it does snow, moisture contacts it. It makes it salt again, I guess,
Yeah.
reactivates it. And
Huh.
that's supposed to keep the snow down. But the problem is when it gets up underneath your undercarriage of your car, it just eats the crap out of it.
Yeah, Timmy used the salt for seasoning, not for roads.
Yeah. I did a video a while back. Uh, I think it was the one I did where I grilled those blue crabs. And in the video, I said Gulf of Mexico, like I have for 67 years. And I had a handful of people that it's Gulf of America. It's Gulf of, God. I said, I'll
Yeah.
never get used to saying that. Give me a break, man. You
Well, the thing
don't,
is,
you
it's
know,
still engagement. So
you
no
can't
matter what,
teach old dogs new tricks.
yeah, they're engaging with your videos, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You see,
Well, I actually Googled it, and the only people who's got to say that is people like government jobs and everything that mandate. Technically, it's still legally the Gulf of Mexico. He can't just change the name like that. But as far as the
If you look,
government related
if
things,
you look at your
is
phone, it'll say Gulf of America on your phone.
yeah. I'm like, come on, man, it's so petty. It's like I'll keep calling it Gulf of Mexico because I've been saying it all my life. That's what it freaking is.
right.
That's what
So
the
the guy,
sailors called it back when they were sailing from France and everywhere else.
the guy was saying that he probably got the snow came from his area, Lake Erie. A year ago, next week they got 60 inches of snow in 3 days.
That's taller than me. Well, almost taller than me. Hey,
What's up,
Boo.
Boo?
What's going on, boo?
Yeah, going 60 inches. Mm. They're saying we're probably going to get 7 inches to a foot this winter. Did y'all
I
hear
couldn't
that this is the
believe that.
last year for the Farmer's Almanac?
Really?
Yep, they're doing away with the Farmer's Almanac.
We got AI now. Who needs an
Well,
almanac?
they're getting rid of farmers, so I guess.
Yeah.
I can remember there used to be a little drugstore. I mean, walking distance for me when I was a little boy, right there on Ingles Avenue. And I would walk down to that drugstore every year and get that year's almanac, like in January.
Here you can get it at
Uh,
Walgreens.
Old timers they planted by it and everything, and it predicts weather and all kind of stuff. But they gave them out free every year. I'd go get me one.
The Farmer's Almanac is ending publications after the 2026 edition. The final print
Well,
issue is in 2026, and it's an online. Online content will be accessible until December. What? Said it'll be accessible until December 2025, but yet it's a 2026 almanac.
Maybe is it government funded?
This decision was made due to financial challenges and declining newsstand sales in the current media environment.
Current video
Wow.
environment.
End of an era right there, man.
Yep.
A long era. That's been around. I don't know how long, but a long time. My grandpa, I know that, and he was born in the 1800s.
Yeah, pennies are going away too.
There you go. Over to what? The Farmer's Almanac has been around since it was founded in 1818.
Yeah, 1818. My grandpa was born in 1883,
Yeah,
which it would have been the early 1900s when he was farming and all that. But they farm by that almanac religiously. A lot of people still do.
What's up, Eddie? I'm waiting for Chris to jump on that. Come on, Chris. Lance, you still have the first copy? Come on, Chris, you're slipping.
You ninny.
You nitty. I'm giving it right to you. I'm handing it to you on a silver plate.
Lance is selling the original copy on eBay. Boy, that'd be worth some money, I bet.
1818, 200 years that thing's been
Up,
around.
Eddie. Yeah, that's a long time.
That is a long time. Good gosh.
Over
Oh, I still
200
have
years.
here. Check this out.
That's how much the world's changing.
You're wearing the same outfit too.
Yeah, this is my uniform. I always wear gray, red, or dark gray. Or I got a blue one too. But it's all I used to wear. They're cheap. I tear them up. I'm hard on clothes. Yeah, Chris, what does Old Bay taste like? Lance chiseled from cave walls. That ain't funny now. See, you way too long. Accurate Doppler.
Yeah. More accurate than Doppler radar.
Go
Old
wait.
Bay, stupid. Chris, this was a serious question from Chris a couple weeks back, Russ. What does Old Bay taste like? I mean, how the hell do you describe the taste?
You can play so.
Tastes like Old Bay.
Tastes like exactly. Tastes like Old Bay. So Simon screenshot it that day. Uh-oh.
No, here I'll post it here.
I was gonna say I'm gonna get Taco in there.
I'll get him here in a bit. Hold on.
How do you explain it? I mean, it tastes like Old Bay.
How do you explain any taste, really? Unless it's something real sweet or real sour, I guess. But if
Tastes
it's
like
a certain
Zatarain.
flavor, how do you
Yeah,
describe that? So here, try it yourself. Now you know.
There you go. Old Bay tastes like Old Bay. The hell you ask me a stupid question like that? Oh God.
We used to always keep Old Bay. We had all these Cajun seasonings and all that stuff available to us, but my mom always kept Old Bay in the house too to do a lot of things with. I've used it plenty of times, added to other things, like in boils, shrimp boils and stuff like that, many times.
I
love
made
it.
oh yeah, I made 10 quarts of vegetable crab put up for the winter, and I actually found a new Old Bay. It's called Old Bay Hot.
Yeah.
So it definitely has pepper flake in it. But I'm sure it's got something else in there, but
Right, cayenne.
it probably makes it a little hotter. But
They had their own version of hot sauce here a few years ago. Yeah, it was okay, but I didn't care for it that much.
yeah, I got a bottle in the refrigerator. I'll get to it eventually. It's all right.
Yeah, that is all right. It's just like that ain't quite where it needs to be, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
the original Old Bay season, I love it.
yeah,
And like Bruce said, it's similar to Zatarain's. It still has a distinct flavor to where you're eating Old Bay.
yeah. I like that Zatarain's too. It's good
It's
stuff.
currently my favorite hot sauce right now.
Grew up, yeah, Louisiana. That's my favorite. When it comes to just big bottle stays right here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
And anytime we got red beans and rice or anything like that, this goes in it.
Put it with my Mexican hot sauces and
I'd rather have that over Tabasco. I'll eat Tabasco. There's nothing wrong with it.
It has a better flavor.
Yeah, it's got its own flavor. Crystal hot sauce is pretty good too. It's similar to Louisiana. I was going to ask Russ if he had a gallon jug of Louisiana hot sauce.
Boy, it'd been another $100 you lost, Chris.
Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't lost ago. That's not a gallon. It looks like a gallon.
That's
See,
true.
that's 32 ounces. So what would that be?
Quart,
Half a gallon?
It's a quart.
quart 16.
Yeah, that's 2 quarts. That's half a gallon.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
We ate Popeyes earlier this week, and Brandon bought me that little thing of red beans and rice and douse it down with that Louisiana hot sauce,
Well,
man.
this goes right on top of the fried chicken. Just
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
right on the chicken, too. That's right. Popeyes actually has the Louisiana hot sauce in the little
Yeah.
packets. Yeah.
Do you remember when Popeyes used to have that little packet they called sparkle seasoning or something like that?
yeah.
I used
That
to
was spicy. That was spicy.
love the hell out of that stuff, man. Every time I went there, I said, "Can I have a couple more?" But you'd put them over those like chicken strips. I think it was called sparkle seasoning or something like that. That stuff would light
remember
you
that.
up, but man,
There was just cayenne pepper and
so good.
other kinds of stuff in it, but it was spicy.
It was really good. What's up, Guggen? Hot sauce in a glass jug. I made a vat of pea soup. You went through the
32
first.
ounces quart. Okay. So I got
Yeah.
a quart.
You know, went through the first vat of it already, Chris.
Boo, don't get any in your urethra. Popeyes, rice and beans, some good eating. Yeah, it sure is. I usually get that with some coleslaw and spicy chicken wings and a drumstick. I get 2 wings, a drumstick, and that's what I like. They can keep
Alright.
that darn breast. I don't like chicken breast, period. Never
I
had.
love chicken breast. I
It
can't
is.
do drumstick.
I don't know it. I mean, I'll eat it, it don't taste bad or anything. It's not that. It's just the wings, which is still white meat,
Yeah.
and like the thighs and all. To me, is just so much better. It's just juicier. It's I don't know, more flavor.
I've been seeing turkey wings lately, and I tell you what, I think I'm gonna smoke me some turkey wings. I've had them before when I used my mother-in-law before she passed away. There's a barbecue place near her. Every time we went there, we always went there for lunch, and they had smoked turkey wings, and they were the best damn things, man. I used to love the hell out of them.
Yeah,
But I've
I
been
got.
seeing Walmart's got a bunch of them now.
I guess that's what I'm doing for my next video. I got a turkey in the freezer that Tarana got from work. It's a small turkey. I don't know what it weighs, probably around 12 pounds. That's perfect for me and her.
Yeah,
Probably do it
I
on
saw a
long.
lady said Food Line had turkeys this morning for 27 cents a pound. Damn, that's cheap as shit.
Yeah, that is. I still got all that freeze dried turkey up here in the pouches from last year. I ate a meal. The next day, I carved everything off and put it in the freeze dry. Matter of fact, we opened a pack not long ago just to see how it was.
Right?
Couldn't tell the difference, man. Just like I
Did you
just
eat
smoked.
it?
Yeah, we ate it. It just one packet. I put back a bunch of them. It was
So,
almost a year later. I just want to see how it was.
so how did you do it? How did you?
You put it in water. You take it out of there. It looks like styrofoam. You pour water over it, and I mean, it didn't take but like 2 minutes, and it was meat again.
Is that
And
right?
it can only absorb. It can't absorb too much, so you ain't got to worry about how much water. Now, some things that I freeze dried, I had to weigh it before and after. And the trick to that is to add the right, however much weight it lost, you add that much back to it in the way of water, depending on what it is. But meat, you don't have to worry about it. Just dump it in a thing of water. It's going to suck it all up. It can't suck up more than that. And then we heated it up, in the microwave. And it was just like the day I did it. I'm like, dang, man,
No kid.
that's pretty slick. Yeah.
So, but you like knife and fork or just a fork?
Huh?
Knife and fork, I'm assuming,
Well,
to
yeah.
eat
I
it.
mean,
Cut it up.
this, this has already been cut up and everything sliced. Just put it on. I think she made some gravy and some mashed potatoes. We had that turkey meat, and one of them, one bag. I actually opened two bags. One bag had two wings in it. I wasn't sure what was in it. I didn't write it on there. It was two wings, so I heated them up too. And same thing, man. It's just
No,
like you had just done it, So
that would have been a
dang.
great video to piggyback off of the original video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about actually doing that. Like if I wanted to show that freeze dryer again, I could actually show the results of doing it. I should do it actually, but
Especially
Yeah, you
if you
should.
have a code that is gonna bring
I
you some.
definitely would. That
yeah.
blows my mind. What you're telling me, that just blows my mind totally.
But
Has my interest.
what's so cool about it is turkey meat, especially because there's no fat there, like
Yeah,
turkey breast, especially. You could literally go 25 years and then do the same thing, and it tastes like it did 25 years earlier. And that's hard to believe, ain't it? I
Yeah.
didn't even go quite a year, but the thing that it would last that long, that's crazy.
What's up, Albario? So you
That's how
said
my
chicken
bone
wing,
works. Only
turkey
this.
wings.
turkey. Yeah,
Randy.
So you saying you did freeze dried turkey wings, the whole entire wing?
What I did was me and her ate off that turkey, big old turkey I smoked last year on that LSGL Patron, the rotisserie turkey I did, and then I carved it all up the next morning. Put it in the fridge, wrapped it. The next day I carved it all up, every little piece, every little nugget, and I freeze dried it using all these trays for like 2 days. And then once I knew it was fully freeze dried, I separated it, portioned it out into Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, and got them all stored up in a container up here. And but yeah, wings. I just did the wings whole with the bones and everything.
And you just took them out, added water, and they were. It
Added
was
water,
a turkey
rehydrate
wing
them,
again.
heat them up.
On
I
a
want
bone.
to put the microwave. All you got to do is heat them up. They're already cooked, you know. But yeah, it's
Isn't that
great.
something?
It's a really good way to put back for hard times. You know what I'm saying? Like people with a lot of leftovers, whatever. If you really got, and I should be doing that. I should be utilizing a lot more than what I do, and really putting back some stuff. You know, but
Yeah, no, I like what Simon said. Last having last year's Thanksgiving this Thanksgiving.
Right?
That'd be a
yeah,
title of that video.
that would be cool. Yeah.
Freeze dried turkey from last year. We're going to have
The
it
only,
this
the
year.
only problem with that is I didn't get any kind of footage of me loading it in the freeze dryer or nothing. Now I'll probably do the same thing with this turkey we're getting ready to do. So I might just do that, get some footage and put me a folder on one of these computers and just save it and then maybe do it next year. Then I'd have some actual footage of
Yeah,
carving it, loading up the freeze
that
dryer,
just
taking it out, going through all that, you know. That
yeah,
would
that
be
just
cool.
blows my mind.
Yeah.
Blows my
It's
mind.
pretty cool the things you can do with it.
That's neat, Russ.
Yeah.
23 family members. Was it five? Five half hands. This damn little space heater down here. I'm running it, so I have to run the big heater.
She still makes her freeze dried candy with it. She's kind of the reason my plans was to go hog wild with that thing, just start putting back all kind of stuff. Then she got to where she was using it all the time, and I just kind of forgot about it, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, but she slowed way down. She don't do it until they run out. The store actually buys it from her. They buy everything she has, and they actually sell it as it sells, and they'll let her know when to make more. You know.
they had when I went to that fish show last month. They had there was one of the guys there that was selling fish. He had freeze dried Skittles
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
that he was
popular
selling in a bag. Yeah, they were pretty good. You can get
thing.
addicted to them things.
Oh
And
yeah.
man, they're sweet. Good God,
I
load
still
up
want to
sugar.
try one of those Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Rancher.
puff up. It enhances everything like that. It like intensifies the flavor because of the
Yeah,
process, you know. Yeah, she's had a lot of fun with that thing. Derek was here a week or so ago, and he's walking. I ended up giving him that warming oven that I got from Vivor. I figured they'd use a lot more than me. I don't how often do I do brisket anymore and stuff like that. And I needed the extra room. And he said, "What in the heck is that thing?" Talking about that freeze dryer, you know. I was
all
like,
right.
"That's my freeze dryer." You're what? My freeze dryer. When did you get that? I had it going on 3 years probably. He didn't know I had it. I could have swore he knew.
Yeah, that's when I had fun at. Father Fish, he was selling freeze dried candy at his table.
Yeah, there's people make full blown businesses out of that. You know, when Tarana first started fooling with it, she was selling the fire of that stuff, you know. But I want her to make some more of that pecan brittle that she
Yeah,
does. That's some really good stuff. But she has to invest more money in that, but she gets more money for it. She can sell a pack of that freeze dry for $10, you know, where the Skittles and things like that just sells for a couple of dollars, you know, depending on which size the bag is. But maybe she'll do it again one day. I don't need to eat it. God knows I don't need it. Every time I eat anything like candy, we had all this Halloween candy left over, and I've been trying to stay out of it. But man, I start breaking out. I'm broke out right now. It's just all that candy. I know what it is. You
yeah.
know.
I bought a bag of Reese cups, and we didn't get no trick or treaters again. But I went to Pennsylvania. I threw all them into the candy jar, and I need to stay away from the stuff too. My last blood work said had high sugar. I was getting up to that point.
Yeah.
I got blood work next month and going back to the doctor again. But So I came back from Pennsylvania. I said, I got them Reese cups. I want a Reese cup for after dinner. And she finished off that whole damn bag while I was gone. I said, damn.
Yeah, I looked in that thing of candy earlier, and I'm like, there ain't nothing left but Tootsie Rolls and Tootsie Pops. It had all kind of stuff in there. And I looked at her. She goes, "Yeah, right." She
The last
definitely
guy
should
that
be
tried that, Chris, when he put it in the fish tank, some bitch swam away.
Rehydrated.
Russ has the video of that Pits and Spits adjustable grill that I kept. Yeah, I've got a lot of videos using the adjustable grill. I still got it. Yep, I still got it. I love cooking on that thing.
I want I'd love to have that Vevor warming oven.
We fired that thing up. That Pits and Spits adjustable flat top. We fired it up. I didn't even have no plans of cooking or whatever. And my son come over here. He brought a car over here that belongs to a buddy of his that died right there on exit 50, right there by the interstate, and they towed it over here. And I'm like, he goes, you diagnose it and I'll fix it. And I'm like, all right. So anyway, he said, we're not going to be over here to Saturday. So I didn't fool with it. I did scan it. I scanned it, and everything pointed towards a fuel related issue. You know, it had all kind of injector codes and all this, and then it had fuel pressure, and I'm like, okay, I need to look at either fuel pump circuit relay, something like that. And anyway, so they got here that Saturday, and it ended up being a relay, is what it was, just a relay, easy fix. And so they decided to just go ahead and drink and have a party here. I reckon he went and bought all kind of meats and stuff like that. I went, holy crap, who's cooking all this? I was hoping you would. I said, dude, you can't just throw that on. And so Tarina said she would, and she was going to do everything on that Weber. I said, that Weber is not even going to come close. So I ended up having to fire that Pits and Spits up and gave her a lot more real estate to cook on than I ended up cooking all of it anyway. She was still manning the Weber, and I was on that one, you know. It's like, God.
Did y'all hear about the was it quarterback of the Eagles got shot in the abdomen?
Who?
This morning?
Nope.
The quarterback for the Eagles got shot in the abdomen this
really?
morning.
No, I didn't hear that. Huh. No, I didn't hear that.
Jalen Hurts.
That's the quarterback?
Yeah.
One of the Cowboys, I think, died last week.
Oh.
He's from Houston. The Texans pulled off one last weekend.
I couldn't tell you any ball players anymore. I used to watch football all the time.
Yeah, me too. I used to watch all that.
I just quit watching. I don't know. I just don't miss it either.
My nephew paid extra for that stuff so we could. It was too cold to be outside. We sat in the house a couple days while we were in Pennsylvania. And we watched football games all day Sunday.
Yeah.
But he paid for that, some type of a ticket or something like that. $90 a month for that NFL thing?
Oh, I don't know. I watched Super Bowl last year. I went ahead and turned it on. I got it free through, was it Tubi? Tubi had it for free, and I was able to watch it there. That's when the first time I ever heard of Tubi. And but I kept the app on my computer, you know, to where I click on, I go in there every now and then, see what they got going on. It's got old shows and all that.
Man, stand by for incoming snail mail. Rack, man, I unfortunately have a bad story for you.
Uh-oh.
My bonsai project.
Oh, Lord.
That's all that's left of it.
That old leaf?
Well, that's sad.
Yeah. Bummed me out.
What's wrong with it?
It just started dying out. Dying off.
It looks
I
like
guess cut too much of the root out. But I ain't give up on it yet. I'll get it back.
I got some sunburn today out there.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't given up on it yet. Actually, I just moved it yesterday to get a little bit more sunlight on it. No rest been made. I thought it was the Eagles quarterback.
No, it's a cornerback for the Jets.
Oh. I heard Jets quarterback.
Jets or Eagles?
Oh, I did say Eagles, didn't I? Jets.
Yeah. Lance likes the Commanders, so he's thinking hopefully it was the Eagles.
I'm pissed off out last week.
Me too.
After a dispute.
Cornerback, not quarterback.
Yeah, I am racked. I cut back on the Warden a little bit too. Yeah, certainly you can. Are you? Oh, is he moderated?
Yes, he's got a wrench.
Yeah, go right ahead, Rack. I guess it still works, don't it?
Yeah.
What's it? Hashtag sleeper?
Yes, I believe so.
I haven't done it in so long.
I got my
One word.
I got that Pro Smoker Pro Max up for sale on Marketplace. If y'all know anybody who's interested in it, smoking
What is it?
sauce or whatever.
The cabinet.
What's your closer?
The problem is I'm working, Eddie. I hear shit when I'm working. Just to have some noise in the background. It didn't work.
Is your Nightbot working?
I don't know. Probably sleep. My day bot will be working good later on, but my night bot, he's probably sleeping.
Yeah, your Nightbot's not working. Your Nightbot's not active.
Check out Lance and Bonsai. Oh, is that the one? Is that the video I sent you? That broke my heart when I started dying back. But, I found out that it was actually broken. And I didn't see that when I bought it from the nursery. I think it was broken. So I think that's part of the problem why I died back. But
it still has a little green leaf on it, right?
it's got several on there.
Yeah, so it's got life in it. Just keep watering it.
If you look down in the top of the stalk, you can still see a green ring around it.
I'll tell you what happened. We got that snow back at first of the year. Now I've got a bay laurel tree bush right here by the sidewalk, and then I got an Italian bay leaf, and both of them just died, man. I mean, went down to nothing. Like crap, there went my bay leaves. And when spring come, I started seeing some new growth coming on there. And I was looking today, that bay laurel, it's got some sprigs coming up like 4 foot tall now. I'm like, holy crap, it's never been that big. It come back with a vengeance.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you harvest any leaves of it yet?
When we need them,
Oh, fresh, huh?
Yeah, fresh.
Does it drop them at all?
No, it don't drop any leaves. It just keeps adding more and more. Now, last year when it froze, I did take a long sprig. It probably had 25, 30 leaves on it. We put it in the kitchen and hung it up and let it dry out. And Tarina's still using some of them. We don't use them that often.
Yeah. I bought a little packet of not completely dry laurel leaves, bay leaf, but they're in a packet. But I keep them in the refrigerator. But they're not they're not completely dry. So
right.
I use those every once in a while.
I actually got a couple of videos where I said, I also need a bay leaf. I showed myself on the bay leaf on the video taking a leaf off my bay leaf tree and throwing it in there. You know,
Cool. Yeah, that's so cool.
it's a different flavor when you get them fresh from dried. They're not as potent, I don't think, as the dried, but they're still good.
Oh, really? So mild or fresh?
Yeah, that's true with a lot of things. Like if you use dried herbs, you always use a fraction of what you would with fresh because it like intensifies the flavor, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance, I'm gonna leave you in about 4 minutes.
Okay, Simon. I'll be cutting out here shortly anyway. A couple other lives. I don't know. Mike's going live tonight, but
Yeah.
if not,
I saw you thumbnail earlier.
for MNC.
Did you ever get more than 4 people in here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had almost 20.
Okay. I
Actually, he's
figured-
already live. MNC is live right now.
Oh, is he?
Mhm.
Oh, 8 o'clock my time. Yep. And then Jeff goes live. CB goes live. Sundays is like terrible trying to watch everything.
Has anyone seen that movie, The Men That Stare at Goats? No.
Mhm.
Can't say I have.
I'd be a little worried about that one.
Oh, I tell you what comes on tonight. Dadgum, I forgot about it. Landman, the second season.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Landman. I'm gonna tune into that here as soon as we get off of here, and then the finale of Stranger Things starts on the 26th. I think it'll be this month and next month. 26th of this month, and then again in December. It's supposed to be hours and hours to close this thing, but I've watched the whole thing from start to finish probably 3 or 4 different times. You know, I don't know what it is about that thing. I love it. Stranger Things, Netflix.
Yeah. Great movie. I mean, great show.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, the finale is coming up real soon.
That
Finally.
last season was pretty good. And the one set in the 80s,
Yeah.
that was pretty
I
good.
think they're actually going to be in the portrayed in the early 90s on this one. They kind of
Okay.
have to because these kids grew up.
Oh yeah, they're in their 20s.
They're all early 20s now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they start off at 13 and 14 years old, and they're
Like all the
grown
kids from the Karate Kid movie. Maybe I'm thinking they're in high school, but they're already in their 20s already.
Yep, they sure are. The main, well, I say main character, Millie Bobby Brown, 11. She
Mhm.
was that little bitty girl, and you know when it started. Now she's married. I guess that's Bon Jovi's son. She's
Is it?
married to him, and they just
Okay.
adopted a kid. It's like, holy crap, they're adults.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's crazy. Amazing what a decade can do.
Maybe I'll shoot that jade tree bonsai with a little bit of fertilizer, liquid fertilizer.
I think that's what happened in that bay leaf. Tarana took some of them Job sticks and she pressed around those, and all of a sudden it really reacted. And I said, I have to do that every now and then, you know?
Yeah, I gotta do that to my I have some flowering bushes up in the front yard.
Yeah.
I do that once a year, right before they start blooming. I put those little stakes in the ground.
Yeah, they work. Yeah, we just figured it needed some help. So after that hard freeze and everything.
Phew.
Them things actually get really big. I mean, they'll bush out like a big old bush, you know.
Yeah.
It ain't nowhere near that like that, but it's got more growth than it's ever had.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta go.
All right, Simon.
All right, Simon.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. See
Have a
in
good
2
one.
weeks.
Night, night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it anyway, Ross. Anyway,
Yeah, that's fine. I want to watch Landman. I forgot all about that.
go pop yourself some popcorn. I think I saw the advertisement for that. Is that just a guy that's like I won't say a farmer, but
Oh man, oh,
cattleman?
oil,
Oil,
Tex-
okay.
Texas oil, like near the Mexican border and all that. But it's Billy Bob Thornton is in it
Yeah,
now this
yeah.
season. Uh, Sam Elliott's supposed to be in this season, and they're going to show more of Demi Moore. She's in it, but it's just a real good show. I got into it last year. Who was the guy that writes all those shows? Taylor Sheridan, I
I
think
don't know.
he wrote like 1800, 18 whatever it was, and then what was the other one that was so famous? But he writes all these movies and stuff, but all his stuff is pretty good. It's worth watching, you know.
You said Demi
Yellowstone?
Moore's in it?
Yeah, she's a
Is
lot
that right?
older and yeah, she's in this one. But if you ain't never seen it, there was only 2 seasons, season 1 and then you can pick up now season 2 starts today. So but
My
yeah.
my children got me a Roku stick. I don't turn on that TV. If I turn on that TV, I'll sit here for hours and watch that damn thing. I
Yeah.
don't watch TV. All right,
I
Rat, I'm
don't
gonna
watch
watch that
much of
video.
it, but I have watched some of these series I thought was pretty good. You know, they stuff I like anyway. But
That's the only way I can watch something like that. Maybe I'll do that. I had my curiosity up, but there's the
yeah,
other one was, but it had Tim McGraw in it, and I'm not a big Tim McGraw fan.
yeah, Paramount Plus. That's what where the shows. I mean, the network that's got Landman on it. Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Sheridan Taylor, whatever his name is. He also wrote that one. Um, is it Yellowstone that he's so famous for?
Yellowstone, yeah,
Yeah.
Yellowstone. Then 1929 or something like that came in
Yeah,
after.
yeah. There was three of them, 18 whatever, and then 19 whatever, and then yeah, all those were his writings. I reckon he wrote all those, all the shows. So anyway, all right. Well, good
I
hanging out, Lance.
Does Ricer have a new channel?
He don't have a new channel, but what he does for a living is he makes videos for Smoked Barbecue Source, their channel.
Yeah,
That channel's getting ready to go over 100,000. He's grew it quite a bit,
is that right?
but that's why you don't see much of his content on Dead Broke because he's full time doing content for Smoke Barbecue Source.
Right.
That's Yep, that's what he does.
All right, buddy. I
All right,
appreciate you coming back around, Ross. We missed you.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
just had to take a little break, man. Had things
No,
to do, you
I
know.
get it. Totally get
Yeah,
it. I've done it myself, but I like our
yeah,
conversations, and I think the chat enjoys them too. But
yeah.
I'd be interested in that table a little bit more, as you get things going.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll put some pictures on Facebook or whatever. You know.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't do a video with
Chris.
it. It's something I started a year ago. And I'm like, I don't have no content. I'm just gonna build it off camera and then you'll actually see it being used maybe on some videos in the future, whatever they may be, you know.
If I had a building, I could pull that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've been thinking about taking the Chevelle out and parking it outside and just covering it up, but I can't bring myself to do it. So I could pull my truck in here. And I'd really want to do the work myself, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm
Yeah.
just so afraid of melting that metal up or warping it, and it's body panels. I just
Yeah.
end up screwing something up. So I've got some guy up the road. Uh, he does body work on the side. He has a quadriplegic son, so he's really has him his son in his life all the time. But so he does like little stuff on the side. So I'm gonna go up there and let him do that, tinker around with the truck for a little while. But when it
Yeah.
comes back, I think I'm gonna play with that frame. I watched a video. It looked really simple.
Yeah,
Uh,
there ain't much to any of that stuff really. Once you know what's going on with it, it's like,
right.
you know,
That little MIG ain't going to melt all the way through that steel truck frame. So I can't. It may
yeah,
not be pretty wells, but who cares? Just to have a bed on top of it,
yeah, that's right.
just to get some play with it.
Didn't you say you had an old Tombstone Lincoln?
My brother-in-law has that. It was my brother-in-law's dad,
Yeah.
and I got it from Keith because I was going to use it, but the plug I have, 30 amp plug I have, was totally different, and I wasn't going to cut that up. But Keith had an old, I think it was a Studebaker or something that he was working on, and the exhaust manifold was cracked on it.
Mm.
So I took it back over there, and so he could weld up that manifold with it. It just
Yeah.
left there. I never
I was
used
gonna
it.
say you could buy you a couple pounds of 6011 rods. It'll burn them rods all day long, and they're pretty deep penetrating too. You ain't got it's gonna be more deep penetrating than that Meg gun. Just as an option if you wanted to.
So, but you think the MIG will do it all right?
It'll weld it. I mean, if you know how to set it where you running hot enough to really penetrate. You're just talking about that cross member, right?
Yeah. Just
Yeah, it'll do that. Yeah, no problem.
yeah.
I mean, if you had to weld on that frame or something, I would stick weld like 7018, 6011, and then 7018, something you really got some strength to it,
Yeah.
But if it's just that cross member, yeah, you'd be all right.
And
Yep.
it's really, and it's plates of metal that you're welding to the frame. So
Right, right.
the plates aren't as heavy as the
No,
steel frame is. Uh-oh. Russ froze up. That's a first or a second. Either that or he pushed the end and it froze him. All right. He's pretty well froze up. Chat, we thank you again. Sorry about missing last weekend, but I can't be here every week as much as I'd like to. But was with the family last weekend. It was just too cold to sit out there and do the video. But we'll get back into things. I got the wood stove going here before long, and I'll be wanting to sit in here a little bit more. But appreciate you, chat. We'll see you next weekend.